30 Most Beautiful Places in Germany. Script taken from CNN, written by Julissa Lopez. And the photos were taken by CNN photographers. This video covers latest information and helps non-natives learn English autolingually. Please subscribe to my channel and keep on watching other videos as well. Subsequently, you will become bilingual. English will be as spontaneous as your mother language. Germany has been center stage through much of world history. Today, travelers head to the fascinating city of Berlin to get a first-hand look at remnants of 20th century events, such as World War II and the Cold War. But even though the capital is the most popular tourist destination in the country, each of Germany's 16 states boast innumerable attractions, opulent palaces, rich forests, soaring mountains and picturesque villages. Every corner of Germany has something to offer. The southern region of Bavaria is marked by lush emerald green terrain and castles that seem as though they were plucked from the pages of a child's fairy tale book. The north is home to glittering seaside cities, such as Bremen and Hamburg. In between, the country is filled with countless other gems like 45,000-year-old caves, towns that have gone untouched for hundreds of years and vibrant national parks. By no means a definitive list, check out our photos of Germany's most beautiful places in the gallery at the top of this story. 1. In this picture you see, Monschau-Altstadt. There are rows of timber houses which are about 300 years old. There are elegant restaurants and charming boutiques which give the historic center of this western resort town. 2. Now in this picture you see Potsdam's Grotto Hall. The Prussian palaces of Sanssouci are the main attraction of Potsdam. A few years ago, the Grotto Hall of the new palace made its big debut, offering guests an exquisite salon with marbled walls that feature intricate mosaics made of glistening bits of seashell and stone. 3. Liechtenstein Castle, huddled in the Swabian Jura mountain range, this impressive structure sits on a steep escarpment that, depending on the season, is verdant green or bright yellow. 4. Wiblingen Abbey Library, with its elaborate ceiling paintings by Franz Martin Kuhn and intricate gold-trimmed pillars, the Rococo-style library at Wiblingen Abbey is considered one of the most beautiful bookrooms in the world. The monastery's church area also houses celestial frescoes and a striking altar. 5. Bergpark Wilhelmshöhe. In 2013, UNESCO designated this hillside landscape park in Kassel a World Heritage Site. It features a 350-meter-long grand cascade that flows down to the neoclassical Wilhelmshöhe structure and a towering copper statue of the Greek god Hercules. 6. Blauthof. One of Germany's most colorful treasures is the Blauthof, a jewel-toned spring in the city of Blaubeuren that feeds into the Blau River. The bright blue pool is about 21 meters deep, and surrounding sites, such as the Benedictine Blaubeuren Abbey, make the view even more impressive. 7. Peacock Island, Pfaueninsel, or Peacock Island, is an island in Berlin's River Havel. In addition to a tiny, storybook castle that sits on the edge of the island, the area is known for a flock of peacocks that strut amongst the leafy brambles and wooded areas. 8. Altensteig. While the natural beauty of the Black Forest is a draw for many travelers, this small, picture-perfect village is also a must-see for anyone stopping near Baden-württemberg. The medieval architecture and timber houses feel like entering a time portal into the Middle Ages. 9. Sylt. The island of Sylt in the North Sea is full of natural treasures, including a geological marvel known as the Morsum Cliff. The rock formation rises about 20 meters into the sky and is marked by a palette of colors, the result of a mix of black mica clay, red sandstone and white sand. 10. Atta Cave, running nearly 500 meters deep, this is Germany's largest dripstone cave and home to some of the most unique limestone formations in the country. Since its accidental discovery in 1907, the cave has attracted millions of visitors from around the world each year. 11. Kapelle, the pilgrimage church of the Visitation of Mary, is known for ornate architecture built by Balthasar Neumann between 1748 and 1750. Just as stunning as the Kapelle's onion domes and indoor frescoes is its location on the slope of the emerald green Nikolausberg Hill. 12. Harz National Park. With its sweeping forests and soft blue mountains, Harz National Park is easily one of the most impressive and diverse nature reserves in Germany. It stretches across Lower Saxony and Saxony-Anhalt, offering lovely moss-covered hikes and terrain ideal for mountain biking. 13. Garden Kingdom of Dessau-Wörlitz, located in central Germany. This World Heritage Site is one of the oldest and largest English-style landscape parks in Europe. Influenced by the 18th century's New Enlightenment ideas, Duke Leopold III of Anhalt-Dessau made a conscious decision to move from a Baroque style to a more natural aesthetic. 14. Baste. The Baste rock formation juts out 194 meters above the Elbe River in Germany's Saxon-Switzerland National Park. From atop the sandstone Baste Bridge, visitors can take in sweeping panoramic views of the Elbe Valley below. 15. Oberammergau. This small, dreamlike town sits on the Ammer River in southern Germany. Traditional frescoes known as Luftmalerei adorn the town's buildings, depicting everyday life in Bavaria, as well as fairy tales and religious scenes. 16. Mainai Flower Island. Hundreds of flowers bloom on this garden island in southern Germany's Lake Constance. In addition to the burst of color from the flowers, Mainai's tropical climate makes it possible for thousands of butterflies to flourish and flutter around the terrain, depending on the season. 17. Saar Loop at Mettlich. The Saar River makes a deep turn as it approaches the German town of Mettlich, curving into a horseshoe shape known as the Saar Loop. The best way to take in this natural curiosity is by trekking up the free Saarschleifer outlook for a panoramic view. 18. Waldsassen Basilica. For some, a Baroque church filled with jeweled skeletons may not be beautiful in the traditional sense of the word. But these remains of Christian martyrs exhumed from Roman catacombs more than 250 years ago carry an eerie and haunting mystique. 19. The Mosel Valley. The Mosel Valley boasts some of the most scenic attractions and finest vineyards in Germany. A few standouts in this lush region include the medieval Eltz Castle, the vertiginous town of Cochem and Trier, the oldest city in the country. 20. Kramerbrücke. The Merchant's Bridge can be found in the central city of Erfurt. The medieval bridge is lined on both sides by timbered boutiques and homes that have been continually inhabited for the last 500 years, a record in Europe. 21. Schwerin. The glimmering Lake Schwerin gives this northeastern city its bright charisma. Schwerin Castle, a highlight for visitors, sits in the lake and serves as the seat of the state's parliament. 22. Zwinger Palace. Augustus the Strong commissioned this famous Baroque court in 1709. Today, its shooting fountains and impressive sculptures have made it the centerpiece of Dresden, the capital of Saxony, that once served as the home to monarchs and royal elects. 23. Azalea and Rhododendron Park Cromlau. This 200-acre English landscape park was built in the 19th century in Gablenz, Saxony. The arched Rakotz Bridge, also known as the Devil's Bridge, reaches over one of the park's many bodies of water and creates a perfect circle with its reflection below. 24. Lübeck. Lübeck is a small city, but its striking brick Gothic architecture and history as a major port have given it a UNESCO World Heritage designation. Many travelers who are visiting the maritime beauty of the city of Hamburg often plan a quick visit to Lübeck, which makes for a relaxing day trip. 25. Maschsee Lake. This quiet and idyllic lake attracts families throughout the year in Hanover, the capital of Lower Saxony. However, it transforms during festivals in the summer, when the twinkling lights of the city reflect and glimmer back at visitors in the water. 26. Caves and Ice Age art in Swabian Jura. Some of the oldest traces of human civilization exist inside 6 mesmerizing caves in the Swabian Jura region. Here, during the last ice age approximately 40,000 years ago, humans made their homes and left behind carved animal figures and musical instruments that viewers can see today. 27. Rothenburg ob der Tauber. While driving along southern Germany's popular and scenic Romantic Road, a 350-kilometer route that cuts through mountain areas and abundant forests, many travelers make sure to stop at the storybook town of Rothenburg ob der Tauber. The half-timbered houses decorated with flower boxes and the little cobblestone streets make the Plonline, or Little Square, particularly endearing. 28. Nymphenburg Palace. Within the impressive grounds of Nymphenburg Palace lies the Heer Marienburg, a residence and former hunting lodge that the Prince-Elector of Bavaria Charles Albert built in 1734. The ornate interiors include the Rococo-style Hall of Mirrors designed by the architect François Cuvilliés the Elder. 29. Neuschwanstein Castle, built on a rugged hill by Ludwig II of Bavaria in the late 1800s, its Romanesque revival style has made the castle a standout throughout Europe. The top of the structure offers a dramatic view of the Bavarian villages near Füssen below. 30. Berchtesgaden National Park, alpine lakes and ice-topped mountains are just a few of the natural wonders that make Berchtesgaden such a breathtaking national park. Thanks for watching.